Love's for beginners, ain't no winners. It slips through your fingers, I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna, promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being old mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future, know you wanna. She'll never betray ya, she ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling, find your meaning, make truth out of dreaming, yeah. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being old mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being old mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life.
Question: did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone today? Day 2 of 365 out here on these royal streets. It's going to be a great year, everyone. It's going to be a great year. Right, today is going to be a very, very speedy one because I still have one more box. There is one more box sitting right in front of me that refuses to be defeated. Do you know, I almost feel like just throwing it straight in the bin. I'm like, let me just ignore that there might be anything in there of any value and just throw it in the bin. Because anything I'm packing is just going to go into storage for like a year or two anyway. So by the time I'm back, I would have even forgotten what's in the boxes. I can't do that. I still got one more box. I will defeat it. I will defeat it. If you could see what I'm surrounded by right now, you would laugh. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat the fact that my room looks like a bomb went off. It's a mess. It's a pigsty of cardboard boxes and crap. But I'll get it sorted. Rightio. This on the screen is exactly how I feel like only 2 days. Only 2 days into the year. I woke up and I saw the trailer for Anderson Cooper and Prince Harry's interview. Can somebody just confirm, because I'm actually not sure. Is it 2 separate interviews, one with Anderson Cooper and another with Tom Bradby, or did he give one interview in one segment? That's what I haven't quite figured out yet, because I've seen promos of 60 minutes, but then I've also seen ITV have promos also with Tom Bradby. So I'm just a little bit confused about that myself. But yeah, we are going to get interviews for Spare. Now, there were rumors of an interview with Anderson Cooper and Tom Bradby a couple of weeks ago, but as always, unless it comes from the Sussex camp now, I don't believe anything until I see it. Even with the Netflix documentary, I didn't actually believe that anything was being filmed until I heard Meghan say it in the Variety interview. But now it is here and the trailers have come out. So we will discuss that a little later on in the podcast, but let's just get through the other news first. Right. Over in Norway, with the Norwegian Royals. Oh, sorry. Do you know what? I'm rushing so ahead to get into podcast. I barely even said our hellos. so hello everyone, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Oh, Church Nelly, thank you as always. Thank you as always for reminding everyone. Hit that thumbs up button and donate. Real money, real money, not Monopoly money. I'll take Monopoly money too. I like playing Monopoly. No, just you being here is more than enough. I appreciate that. Hi, Puzzle Dot. Heavenly, thank you for bringing us back together. We are your children, speaking up on behalf of our sister and brother. Amen. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone if you weren't here yesterday and I haven't said it to you yet. Church Nelly, I so want Harry to catch a case. Is that a saying? What does that mean? Tony, Anne, where are you? Right now, I'm still in London, surrounded by boxes, and my entire room looks a damn mess. So let me just get through the hello before I continue. Oh, it is 2 separate interviews. Okay. Thank you for confirming that. Director, one with Bradby and one with Cooper. Okay. So I wonder if he'll say similar things in both, or we'll get exclusives in each one. There are actually clips. Now, I won't play the trailer clips here, or the videos. I will play some of the sound, because I don't know if the copyright police will come after me. Okay, right, on to the other news. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Right, over in Norway. Now, yesterday, I read a statement that was from the Norwegian king, and he was basically condemning the racism towards his daughter's partner, who she's engaged to. I think she gave up her, what was it? She didn't give up her titles, but she has to give up her royal duties and her patronages. So he is like this spiritual shaman. She also claims to be a clairvoyant, and that's pretty much how they make their money. They have a lot of Hollywood friends. They're friends with, Gwyneth Paltrow. very much making their own way now and moving away from the whole royal fold. And so KL released a statement condemning the racism towards Durek. And then today, Durek has posted this on his Instagram. So this is what he posted. It saddens me to see all the people calling me a liar about the amount of racism I have endured in Norway. However, I have reported many of the death threats and the racial hate I have endured. I also find it bad journalism to falsely portray that my future father-in-law and the rest of the royal family don't stand behind me in the racist claims against me. Even if some people in Norway don't agree with my spiritual practices, one should never call someone a conman or charlatan, which is defamatory, when there are no convictions or cases brought against that person for what knowledge is shared. It shows the press is rallying opinions to place me in a bad light by taking my words out of context to upset people and build an angry mob to support their readership and use me as clickbait for their economic gains. My future in-laws and their family have welcomed and supported me and our engagement from the start. The press continuously paints a picture of defamation instead. Is that why they have not shared this important message voted above that my future father-in-law states in the press release back on November 8th? Are they scared they will lose the momentum of hate against me so they won't sell their papers? This is the first time anyone of the monarchs has spoken against racism publicly. Ew, a little bit of a side eye towards the British royal set. All of the other royal sets, to be honest. Anyway, this should be global news, but instead the press hides it and pushes nonsense about my beloved stepping down from her duties to focus on an alternative medicine business with me, which is a lie. She has her own business. The truth is, my future family-in-law and I are close. We have respect for each other's roles in life, and we talk everything out from the heart. Nothing is left uncovered. However, the press make it seem like my future father-in-law is stressed and upset with me. This kind of twisting of the truth for their benefit needs to stop. Enough is enough. Tell the truth. So, the press of Norway, stop manipulating the world with your lies and misinformation to fit your agenda for sales. Tribe, share the truth. The first family to speak out against racism in the European royal family is Norway. Let me read that again. Tribe, share the truth. The first family to speak about racism in the European royal family is Norway. Repost, let's make it go viral. Yes, I said that twice and in a petty tone to be petty, because I'm feeling petty. So there you have it. However you feel about Durek, and people do certainly have their opinions because of his spiritual practices, it would appear that the Norwegian family have generally taken a stance, at least King Harald has, and these two are going to get married and live their lives. Great contrast to the British royals. And I guess in a way this is a chance for Norway to show that they are being a lot more progressive. Now, to what he said about the Norwegian press, I was not aware that this was. I mean, I don't really follow news in Norway, obviously, so I was not aware that any of this is going on with the Norwegian press. And if it is, if I'm to take his word that it is, the Norwegian press don't have the power and the reach of the British press. So I wouldn't have known. I think most of us probably wouldn't have known that this was going on. So if it's true, the Norwegian press may be having an influence on people within Norway, but the difference with the situation with the British royal family is that the British press have very, very wide reach, and for years the global press community and the information space has taken the British press's word for everything. And they have been able to push this agenda about Meghan incredibly far and wide. But that is, I think, now changing with the Netflix documentary. But it is interesting to see some parallels with another royal family. But at least in this case, the family does seem to be taking steps to protect their own family members and actually acting like a family and not like an institution. So very interesting one there. Let's get your comments. Patricia, you're sure each interviewer will ask different things? Yes, I hope so. So we can get like more detail. Good day to you, Kim. Sherry, had anyone in the US that was able to watch the Tom Bradley had anyone in the US able to watch the Bradley clip with Harry? Well, I'm gonna try and play a sound clip right now. But I've posted most of the clips on my Instagram page. So if you want to see like clips, just go to my Instagram page. That's where I repost stuff, because if stuff gets removed from my Instagram page, it doesn't matter, but I get flagged here on YouTube, the channel. In all spaces, the social services have been condemned for removing immigrant children from their families because they are poor. Okay, I didn't know about that. That's interesting. My general impression of Norway is that it is a relatively country. I mean, I don't have relations with immigrants, but just in general, talking about women's rights, education, standard of living. I guess I'll do a little more research into that. Thank you for mentioning. Kim, because the royal family and the British press are bedfellows, yes. And somebody else mentioned also because of language, be another room where they don't have as much reach. My sister, and the Norwegian crown prince is married to a single mother. I remembered that the New York Daily News had a snippet of their engagement. Oh my goodness, can you imagine what a hoo-ha-ha that would cause in the UK? I mean, they caused such a ruckus because Meghan was divorced, as if half of these aristos aren't divorced. Always a double standard. Oh, there's something wrong with the sound. Oh no. Has it kind of? Oh no. What's happened there? Oh, so sorry. Do you know what, guys? Tomorrow, I will be in a much better place with internet. So please bear with me for today. Just give me a sec to try and play back a minute and see if it's improved. One sec. Okay, I think it's a little bit better now, but I do apologize, folks. Don't worry. From tomorrow, I absolutely swear internet is going to be better. We've bared it while I've been in this new place where we moved, and it'll be better from tomorrow. Promise. Right. What else did I want to mention before we get to the main story? Oh yes. So we all remember the woman that was crawling across the floor to see Charles. Well, her humiliation has now been viewed over 11 million times on Twitter alone. Just embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? The way in which some people just do anything for approval, and all of a sudden, there seems to be a bunch of Black Brits on Twitter being mean about Harry. Of yelling FRSA, have absolutely no idea what that means. But she retweeted what ZZ Mills said She said, I really want Prince Harry to stop talking now. ZZ Mills, by the way, interviewed Akon the other day, platformed that baby daddy with like, 100 kids. So it's okay for you to platform Akon with his 100 kids, but Prince Harry, a married and dedicated man to his family, you want to stop talking. Go watch that interview, by the way, that she did with Akon. It was an absolute mess. And then CEO of Yelling followed up by saying, because I'm so tired of him dragging his family and then begging for reconciliation and then dragging his family again, we've heard. It is just amazing to me how the moment Meghan walked into this family, all of a sudden now, we care about the dignity of the British royal family. The British royal family, the British royal family, with everything that we know them to be, with everything that they've done. You're not tired of that? You're not tired of Prince Andrew? Are you tired when you knew that Charles was friends with Jimmy Savile? Were you tired of the way that they continue to trash down his legacy? Are you tired of the way that we spend £100 million a year on these people while people are freezing in their homes this winter? You're not tired of that. You're tired of a man speaking his truth? That's what you're tired of. Girl, please. Right, to your comments before we get to the main story of the day. And also, before I get to your comments, let's just remind ourselves, collage of all of the books. These are all of the books on the screen that have been written about Harry and Meghan. Everybody else has spoken for this couple. Everybody else. So why can't they speak for themselves? No, Akon does not have 100 kids. I'm being petty. I think he has about 9 kids with like 5 baby mamas or something. But go watch that interview because it was just an absolute mess. It's like, how dare you? How dare you say that Prince Harry should be quiet when Akon was flapping his gum the way he was in that interview? All right, to your comments before we get to the main story. Oh, thank you for bearing with the sound, guys and dolls. I promise tomorrow everything should be a lot better. Boyd, amazing. Only the UK fake news has the right to free speech. Harry's not allowed free speech. Exactly. Like I said in yesterday's podcast, y'all, they go low, we throw eggs. We're not being nice anymore this year. Benjamin, hello Benjamin, happy new year. Anti-Harry and Meghan black commentators get paid handsomely to keep the narrative going. It raises their profile for future gigs. That is until the establishment gets turned against it. Yes. All right. Yes, on to the main story. 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper. And also another interview with Tom Bradby. Thank you for those who commented and confirmed. And there have been trailer clips of both. One of the most interesting parts of the trailer clips was when Harry says, I want a relationship with my brother and my father again. And it's interesting to hear him say that, because you really do wonder how much of a relationship that he actually had in this family, being the spare. And one can, I guess, totally understand that. At the end of the day, this is a family that he was raised. They will always be family, despite the issues. They will always be family, and perhaps Harry still has hope for his family. And at the end of the day, it is his family. We can make all the judgments we want as outside commentators, but it is his family. And if he has hope for them, then okay, I guess that's his business with his family. But from an outsider looking in, do I have hope for his family? No, because I just keep going back to the fact that something really, really bad could have happened to Megan. I mean, something bad did happen to her. She lost her baby. And it was William, it was Charles, it was the establishment that fed Megan to the wolves, or threw her to the wolves, rather. So he says that he still wants a relationship with his father and his brother, but I don't think he can ever really have one, because this is an institution, and this institution protects the crown. And what is the crown? It's the former colonies, it's the Commonwealth, it's the tax havens, it's the dark money, and it's all the dark secrets that surrounds that. So I don't know. But I will play the clip. Let me play it. Just give me a sec. Okay.
The criticisms that you've received is that, well, okay, fine, you want to move to California, you want to step back from the institutional role. Why be so public? You say you tried to do this privately.
And every single time I tried to do it privately, there have been briefings and leakings and planting of stories against me and my wife. The family motto is never complain, never explain. But it's just a motto. And it doesn't really hold.
There's a lot of complaining and a lot of explaining. And private being done through leaks.
Through leaks. They will feed or have a conversation with the correspondent. And that correspondent will literally be spoon-fed information and write the story. And at the bottom of it, they'll say that they've reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment. But the whole story is Buckingham Palace commenting. So when we're being told for the last 6 years, we can't put a statement out to protect you, but you do it for other members of the family, there becomes a point when silence is betrayal.
Silence is betrayal. Indeed. Okay, there's also another clip. Just give me one moment, folks. Where is it now? Okay, give me a sec, folks. Is it this one?
Oh, okay, fine.
No, it's not that one. Okay, so it's basically it's the one with Tom Bradby where he basically says, I want a relationship with my brother and father again. So that is coming up ahead of Spare. And I wasn't even sure if he would do any interviews. I thought it would just be, the book drop and the book, speaks for itself. But he's chosen to do the interviews, and there's no way that he's going to sit down with Anderson Cooper and not spill something hot. Puzzled. I'm not throwing eggs. They're too expensive. Okay, what else do you want to throw then? Tomatoes? How much are tomatoes nowadays? Probably worth their weight in gold with inflation. Yes, Jessica, the Rota are part of the institution. So how can they ever be a family when you've literally got the Rota in the institution? And at the end of the day, William and the rest of them, they're always going to do this. They're always just going to be held down and pinned down unless they are willing to air their own dirty laundry. and I've said this before, have I not, on this podcast? If they speak the truth, and nothing but the whole truth, unless they do that, sorry, they will never be free, because that's why you have a situation like this. William here being pinned down by Dan Woo, Rupert Murdoch, and his lackeys, because they know all their secrets. They've got too much to hide. You know? So unless they're willing to just put everything on the table, they will never be free. And I don't think that Harry will ever be able to reconcile with his family. Because in order to hide their secrets, they need some kind of scapegoat. They need some kind of distraction. And Harry and Meghan so far are proving to be great distractions. That may be waning, but for now at least it's still holding up. And are these people humble enough to be able to lay everything on the table? I don't think so. And the thing is, even if they did come out and say all of the corrupt things that they've done, the royalists, the monarchists, they're so I'm trying not to use a nasty word here. They would be okay. I'm just gonna say that they would still be forgiving. This is the thing, because if you think about it, if people were so disgusted, if people were so horrified by things that the royal family had done, there would be no royal family right now. So I honestly don't think that there is anything that can come out, any secret. I don't think there's anything that can come out that would be so bad that would cause mass revolts that they wouldn't be able to PR spin it away. An affair with a mistress here and there, so what? People are literally willing to put up with Prince Andrew. You saw Prince Andrew standing there at the vigil, and people walked past, not disgusted, but in awe. So I would say to William or anybody else in the Royals, just lay your secrets on the table. Tell everything. What are you hiding? Because even if it became public knowledge, well, they haven't revolted against you all this time. What would make them revolt now? Somebody answer me that in the comment section. What would make the people revolt now? They can't pay their gas bills. They're still paying you 100 million. What would make them revolt now? We saw what happened to Diana. What would make them revolt now? Prince got 12 million to make his scandal go away. What would make them revolt now? Your current king was friends with Jimmy Savile. Hundreds of victims, children, disabled people, people in hospitals that we know of. So what would make them revolt now? A revolving door of corruption between the royals, the press, and the government. What would make them revolt now? Somebody answer me that, and I'll go to your comments. Set yourself free and just tell all the secrets, folks. Why be held down by Rupert Murdoch and Dan Wooten like this, and put your brother-in-law and Meghan through hell for what? Juanita Smith, I will always believe that they wanted to do to Meghan what they did to Diana. Yeah, and I think a lot of people do. Tanya, Prince Harry is providing a record of truth for his descendants. Yes, and he should be able to do that without being criticized, because we know now that if you don't do it, they will try to do it for you by means of just erasing your words completely, like what they've been trying to do to Diana. Oh, thank you so much, Compton Callie and Maureen Reed and whoever it was that bought me the 5 copies. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Mina, poor Harry, he still wants a relationship with the people that sold him out. Yeah. what do you say to that? You know, I mean, I can offer my opinion, you can offer your opinion, but that's still his family, and he can do what he wants with his family. Coco relationship with his father and brother, but without the rota and the institution. Is that possible? Is that possible? Maybe his family need to also realize that the media landscape has changed so much that you don't necessarily need to be in bed with the tabloids to get coverage and to garner public interest. Doing things that are genuinely impactful, reaching out to communities, um, in a way that's genuine and warm, collaborating with new media, like Harry and Meghan have done. Meghan collaborated with the 19th, and that collaboration with Meghan actually helped boost the profile of that platform. So there are other ways that you can get your message out there that does not include having to be pinned down, literally, like in this picture, to the British tabloids. Oh, hey, V. Hey, hey. Nice to have you here. I love your new name. You used to be like VS something something with like the numbers, right? I love that you've changed it because I feel like I can find you a lot easier now. Wishing you a very happy new year and success with your channel. Valerie, we need to hear it in the context. I can understand that. There must be aspects that he does miss. I have family members that I do miss. Yes, it is hard. When you have to put boundaries between yourself and family members, who have perhaps done you wrong, it is hard. I've had to do it before, and you love them, but you also have to love yourself. Patience, who said, "This is very sad to hear because my goodness, Harry, what type of relationship will you ever have with your family? I never show you when you needed them. I bet haters are laughing at him." Well, what do? Harry did say the Oprah interview he had a lot of sympathy for his because he feels that Harry's a good man, and I think so too. Okay. Scroll through. And Lewis, these talents ensure they have dirt on the road to keep them in place and in control. Yeah. Congratulations to Melinda, 6 months membership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for writing that, Church Nelly. Because okay, now I could see membership. For some reason, it comes up on my phone, but not on the main screen. So that's why I can never see it. But thank you so much, Melinda Shepherd, for 6 months. Proud to have you as a member. Thank you, Church Nelly, for writing that, or else I wouldn't have seen it. Oh, and thank you so much for Super Sticker also. Happy New Year to you. Yes, Tanya, Harry is leaving historical record for his children. And Noreen, the British people are hiding their head in the sand. Well, it's going to be interesting to see exactly how people feel once the coronation comes round. I think the coronation time will be very revealing. Donna Black, I read that Steve Schmidt article and he was 100% correct. I have not read it. Brightside did send it to me. So thank you for mentioning it because now I'll definitely make sure to read it. Then maybe I can discuss it tomorrow. Yes, Gail Lewis. The only Savile but Archbishop and Mountbatten agree. What on earth would it take for people to revolt? The British psyche must like being subjects without a backbone. Exactly. That's what I keep saying. It's like, what? Why is William? Why is Charles? Why are the royals submitting to the tabloids? Because there is literally, I'm telling you now, there is nothing that could come out that would make people revolt. Nothing. So why are you living under the thumbs of these people? Be debaucherous out in the open, because it's not like a lot of the stuff isn't out on the streets anyway. And leave Harry and Meghan alone. Marina, Lizzie could have quieted all the bullying from the beginning, and Charles is just a failure as a father. Well, do you remember what Harry said in the Netflix documentary? He said that William was screaming and yelling, and it was really frightening. Charles was saying stuff that just wasn't true, and the Queen was just taking it all in. So it does appear in the last few years, at least, it's like the Queen has just, been being handled. But I think that the time that Lizzie could have pulled in the reins on this institution, it passed actually a long time ago. The time to change the culture actually would have been when Diana passed away. That was the time. By the time we got to Meghan, I actually think it was just too late. Miss P Talk, she said, the problem is Prince Harry knows that the stakes are very high. Yeah, they are. Especially now that he's got a family to protect. All right, just so you know, I'm going to wrap it up, folks. I'm literally just finishing off with everybody's comments. I haven't really got anything else to say. Thank you as always for your support. Tomorrow I fly in the afternoon, so I should be able to do a podcast in the evening if I'm not too tired, because it's not a very long flight. And yes, hopefully going forward now, we will have nice, steady internet where I don't sound like I am, descending to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean all the time. So thank you so much for being patient with me these last few months. Lewis, I think in his heart, Harry trying to do things from the stranglehold with the UK tabloid. That's an interesting way of looking at it. You think he's trying this, or he's trying to get them to speak truthfully so that they can maybe? Interesting. Yes, my dear, there is freedom to speak the truth. That, but they just want that they want to this strange fairy tale, which at this point it's not even a fairy tale. Circus. Tamiko, it's not possible because they only know duty and not family and love. But duty to what? Because what are they having? And what have they really other than themselves? We talk about duty. After the Queen passed, I posted something on my Instagram and I said, when it comes to duty, I would like to thank the healthcare workers. I would like to thank the street cleaners. I would like to thank the firefighters. I would like to thank the children. The teachers that educate our children, our public servants. That's what I think of when I think of duty. I don't think of the royals. So, what are they serving at this point, other than themselves? That's their duty. Their duty is to themselves. Sharpie, I believe that is not the whole quote. We have to wait and see what comes next. It's clear there is a bit after that quote. Yes, yeah. Let's hear what he says in full. His love, her love. I love your name. When your charity work is a scam, you have to rely on good PR. That's the monarchy, yes. Good PR and, as William would say, smiling and waving.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
Marina, the royal family does not need the media to survive. They have enough popularity from the British public. I don't know if I agree with that, actually. I think I think they're barely surviving as it is, but they need the media to keep them in the public conscious. Because if they weren't put in the papers regularly, I think most people would just forget about them completely until there's a baby or wedding. I honestly don't think even the most hardline royalists, if they were being honest, don't bother with the royals other than when there's a baby or wedding or parade. You saw how many people were at Sarandom this year. I didn't even know there was a tripping of the colour until Meghan came along. And the portion of the British public who do pay attention to the royals are generally much older and not as connected to social, which is a complete contrast actually to Harry and Meghan's fan base, especially the older people in Harry and Meghan's fan base. I mean, something like 40% of you who are listening to me right now are age 45 and over. So, you know, in Harry and Meghan's fan base, you know, the older people are connected to social and do keep up with what's going on. But with the royal fan base, or with the other royals, their fan base does not. So I do think they still need traditional press, just to have a sense of like presence. But which is why if they took a leaf out of Harry and Meghan's book, you know, they wouldn't need the tabloid press. They wouldn't need the Rupert Murdoch Grofomere press. They could collaborate with much more progressive media outlets. Oh, hi, Legs. Thank you for the super chat. Happy New Year. Harry is using a smart approach here. He may not want the relationship personally. I wouldn't. However, it will get rid of the gaslighting. Tampon hoping for a reconciliation. He hasn't talked to him. Yeah. You know, I never expect Harry to say anything particularly nasty about his family, but he's always going to speak from a place of truth. But still empathy. Throughout all of this, despite everything, he has still shown incredible empathy. Oh, thank you so much, Lottie, for becoming a new member. All right. All right, we're gonna go for the last word of the day and wrap it up. Thank you so much, everyone. Kim, I want to know what the hell William was screaming about. Oh, are you talking about? Wait, do I have the picture? Do I have the picture now? Oh, this. Oh, what he was screaming about at Sarandom, yes, and also what he was screaming about in this text message. I mean, Meghan's face, y'all. Mind you, we still don't know who commented about Archie's skin color. Goodness knows. Was said behind closed doors. All right, some of you are saying that the sound is really bad now, so I will wrap it up. Lou, LE, New Year's blessings, squaddies. God bless you all, especially our faves. Yes, I agree, and I'm going to get back to tackling this last box. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Speak to tomorrow, guys and dolls. And thank you for everyone for the super chat, super stickers, and buy me coffee and PayPal. It's much appreciated. See you tomorrow. Ciao.
Love's for beginners, ain't no winners. It slips through your fingers. I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna. Promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being no mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future. Know you wanna, she'll never betray ya. She ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling, find your meaning, make